Okay, hi, welcome back to Boom Windsurfing. Now, there is no denying that some windsurfing equipment can be very expensive if you choose to do that, and that's a personal choice. I'm holding in my hand one of my wave sails. My personal choice to spend this kind of money on this sail, boom, mast extension. In total, retail price for this whole rig, boom, mast extension, and the sail together is around about £2,300 retail price. Now, I think somebody wanting to get into the sport, to take it up, to to buy their own equipment, they're going to look at that as being prohibitive and say, I can't afford that. Potentially, certainly if they're just looking to get their first set of kit. So all we'll have to do today is take a look at some equipment that would definitely give you lots of fun, lots of ability to get out in the water. Right, okay, let's have a look at the kit. I've laid it out here. What I've got is a selection of a board, a mast extension, a sail, a mast, and a boom. And if you have a bit of poetic license with the boom, because this boom is a carbon boom, it's probably worth £200 second hand, something like that. So let's pretend it's a boom that's maybe worth around about £80 or £100. But all up, this kit's worth around about £500, £600 probably. Let's have a quick look. James is going to follow me in. James, my son, is behind the camera today, which is pretty cool. Thanks, James. So, first thing we've got, this is a JP Freestyle Wave 112. This board is probably 10 years old, 12 years old. I bought this recently as a sort of stopgap board, as a bigger wave board for me. It is probably, worth £200, £250, something like that. But let's say somebody drove a hard bargain and they managed to get it for £200. So £200 for a board. That board, you can jump on it, you can sail straight on it, you can actually ride some waves on it, you can do jumps, transitions, moves. If somebody was just learning to get into the foot straps and use a harness and was learning to water start, and they were relatively light, then that board would be really good to get them going, and it's not a huge amount of money. Let's have a look at the sail. So this is a Neil Pride Combat 5 metre. This is probably, again, 8, 9, 10 years old. These on the second hand market are going for around about £100, maybe less. So we'll have a look at it and rig it up in a second or two, but again, £100 for a 5 metre sail, a Neil Pride Combat. Great all-round sail, great for blasting, great for bump and jump, awesome for some wave riding if you want to get into that, but just as a sail that's pretty light and pretty manoeuvrable and easy to sail, perfect. 400 mast, so second hand carbon RDM 2-piece mast. We're probably talking 60% carbon as well, so it's not 100% carbon. You're probably talking, maybe £100, maybe just over that, second hand. So, really good. Price, good mast, good quality, nice and thin, easy to rig, lighter, 60% carbon, lots of strength. As I said, this is a carbon boom, probably a couple £100, but or maybe a bit more second hand. And a mast extension, this is a carbon one from MK, second hand, probably £20. Great mast extension, nice and light, really strong. So what have we got? Board at around about 200, £100 for your mast, it's £300. A sail at say £100, that's £400. And a boom at say £100, and an extension at say £20. So that's about £520, 530, 40 euros, something like that. Okay, you'd have to buy a fin and maybe a harness, maybe you already got a wetsuit. But that's why I said between £500 and £600, you could get yourself on the water with some kit that is really good. And you don't have to spend £2,300 on a sail and a boom and a mast like that. But it's personal choice. And we're talking £500 or £600 for all of this kit. That's still a lot of money. It's still a lot of money. £500 or £600 is still a lot of money. However, from a windsurfing perspective, and if you're trying to get into the sport, then £500 or £600 to get all of this equipment is good value for money. That's buying you a lot of kit. So In no way am I saying that £500 or £600 isn't a lot of money, because I know it is. But for windsurfing kit, to be able to buy that kit for that money is really good. Okay, stop. All right, so I've rigged up the 5-meter combat, as you can see. And do you know what? It looks pretty good. It looks pretty good, this sail. It's not brand new, it's a used sail. It's got some dirty scuffs on the batten pockets and the windows, you know, not clear and so on. But it's, do you know what? It's a very functional, very strong, still powerful, still good sail. And if you look at the board and the rig together, again, pretend this is a £100 boom, you can get all of this kit for around about £500 to £600. Now, I need to be really careful here that people understand that when I'm talking about my own equipment and my choice to spend a lot of money on, you know, new kit, as many people do, that's my absolute passion. That's my passion for windsurfing, which to me is like a religion. It's absolutely, you know, it's a total addiction. So I choose to spend my money on that kit and keep that kit up to date. And that's just my thing. I guess I would liken that to somebody who's into mountain biking, and for an average mountain bike these days, you could spend £3,000, £4,000. E-bikes a bit more, and then you can go up to 10, 15,000, and then, you know, probably just slightly above that for really top-end bikes. And again, if that's somebody's passion, if that's their main thing, that's fantastic. Spend that money. The point of this video, though, is if we've got people who have done a bit of windsurfing, maybe on holiday, and have got to a point where they fancy buying some kit, but they hear the money being talked about that's in the thousands, that might put them off. And we want windsurfing to be great again. We want more people to take up windsurfing, more people to get into windsurfing, and therefore buying equipment like this that's second-hand is a fantastic opportunity for these people to get into the sport. And what's good too is that the second-hand market is really fluid. So if somebody was to buy this equipment and use it for a bit and then sell it on a year ago, they're not going to lose much money. They're probably going to sell it for pretty much what they bought for it, and that's really cool as well. And I would say this to you: if you're out there and you're, you know, a seasoned windsurfer and you've got lots of nice equipment, and in your garage you've got stuff like this that you're just keeping but you never shift on, do you know what? There's probably somebody out there that would want to buy it for not much money, and why not shift it on? Why not make some donations? Why not you know, offer it to somebody reduced price if it's going to encourage them to get into the sport and participate? Fantastic. For me, that's a fantastic thing. So if you know somebody who's interested maybe in getting into windsurfing more, they've done a little bit and they haven't seen this video, pass it on to them, share it with them. If this gives them an idea to go and buy some kit secondhand, then that's great, fantastic, because we want more people back into windsurfing. All right, see you in the next one. Cheers.